Welcome back, y'all. Today, I will be discussing some crucial news that President Trump has released about Chinese stocks and specifically Alibaba and Tencent. So, let's get started. So, when a reporter asked President Trump if he would exert pressure on more Chinese companies, such as Alibaba and Tencent and ByteDance, which owns TikTok, he said, yes, we will be doing other measures to prevent Chinese companies from listing and to regulate it more through the SEC, which is a branch that looks at securities and determines whether fraud took place or not. His response was, well, we're looking at our other things, yes, and market cap will not affect it. So this is actually very, very big news in my opinion, because at first Trump was not going specifically at large cap Chinese stocks, but now he's targeting really large cap Chinese stocks like Alibaba, Baidu, JD.com, and Tencent, because Tencent and Alibaba are above 600 billion in market cap. So collectively they make up 1.2 trillion dollars plus worth of market cap, and we have to understand that Alibaba is one of the top 5 most held stocks in a hedge fund. So liquidation, mass liquidation of Alibaba stock from these hedge funds due to Trump's pressure of regulation and banning these stocks will lead to sharp declines in the entire Chinese stock sector, which is not very good because for these hedge funds, they're going to start getting losses. And for regular people investing in Alibaba thinking it's Amazon 2.0, it may be a big, big issue. Now, let's talk about some other news about Alibaba. So, the second most important news in this whole Chinese stock business is that many Chinese stocks, including Alibaba and Tencent and Huawei, are looking at going into the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, or known as the Hang Seng, as regulations are much more loose in Hong Kong for filing a stock in comparison to the United States. So China itself, Chinese stocks start delisting from the US stock exchanges like the NYSE or the NASDAQ, they'll just go over the Hang Seng in Hong Kong, and they might be committing fraud. We don't exactly know, because some Chinese companies are being investigated. For example, IQ, I made a video about this, the Netflix of China. They are being investigated by the SEC probe and by Wolfgang, one of the companies that does investigations. They're the company who found Luckin Coffee fraudulent, and they actually were right. Luckin Coffee went from $50 to under a dollar right now on the OTC markets. Yeah, so it's quite concerning that many of these Chinese stocks are being SEC regulated, and how these probes will affect it in a negative way. And just moving to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange will probably drop all these problems, as United States. Of course, the SEC has no jurisdiction in Hang Seng and can only talk about and do actions on their stock exchanges on the NYSE or NASDAQ. So let's talk about whether I'll be buying this stock and what I think the future capabilities of this stock is. As you see on the 1 day chart, Alibaba was quite flat on Friday. But as you see on the 3 month and the 1 year chart, there's some immense growth of 25% or 50%, and of course 218%. I did make a whole Chinese stock video, but this was, I believe, more breaking news. I did have a very small position at it, $5, and I'm up like 1%, but that doesn't really matter much. Their PE ratio is actually quite decent at 31. The market cap is just under 700 billion. So everyone knows what Alibaba is. It's founded by Jack Ma. A bunch of hedge funds hold it. It's the most held Chinese stock, the most popular one. Earnings are right around the corner. I'd be very, very interested. They've beat every quarter for the past 2 years, which is pretty strong news for the company, as we can see right over here. Personally, I have had Baba stock in the past. I've got it under $200, so I don't really want to add too much to my position. I am kind of wary of Chinese stocks, to be honest with you. But this may surprise you, but I'm not against buying Alibaba stock. I think that they are the most reputable Chinese company out there. If you were to buy a Chinese company, it would either be Alibaba or Tencent because they're the biggest ones. But that doesn't mean they can't commit fraud. But the SEC has investigated both companies on several occasions and found nothing. And I truly believe that China will continue to grow at a fast rate in comparison to more developed nations like Europe, uh, France, Spain, the UK, and the United States. All right, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think down in the comments, and have a good day.